Ignore the sounds of Chuck Norris in the background. That's my wife watching her Wednesday afternoon film on Netflix. Right, today I'm going to do an analysis of a present I got from my daughter for Christmas. August the 20th? Yeah, August 27th. I got it for Christmas. Oh, it might be a birthday present, but considering my birthday's in January the 3rd, I haven't got round to doing it yet. Anyway, it's from some place called some farm. Visit online at sandyleaffarm.com. So what they're doing is obviously spreading out into doing chilies and make your own sauce. It's a sauce making kit. Obviously, it's not everything you need in there. You need raw ingredients and liquids. They do put some liquids in here, but not the main ones. But it does contain the chilies, and it contains some kit to get you started, basically. Right, so the blurb is, contains all the chilies you need to make 7 delicious types of hot sauce with varying levels of heat. There we go. And that's the sort of, 100% is peeling off, that's how old it is. 100% success guarantee. That's very optimistic. And on the back, it actually looks like one of those fireworks that you pull or set fire to, and off it goes. It will be that hot. Okay, so some basic stuff saying how to do it, what else you need, bottles, the ingredients that are not in there, fresh ingredients, etc. And also it lists the 7 sauce recipes, which is quite interesting. For each one they've done a pepper, but it's just not quite doesn't quite work out. You don't have 7 peppers in there, you actually have 6, and you make one up. I'll explain that a bit more when we open it up, because I've been in there already, as you can tell. So let's have a look. Oh, no, let's do this way around. Right. Okay, so we'll have a look at the chilies first. Habanero. Hot, obviously. A chipotle chili. The Spanish probably say that without the H or the P, the T. That's medium. A mild one that I've never seen before, and I've got more pronunciation. Ají amarillo chili. The bigger they are normally, the milder they are. Having said that, you've got the standard cayenne chili flakes. I made those myself. I probably won't use those. It's cheap as mustard. Well, they look like mustard. Might put them in something else. I've got an idea for that actually. Do a surprise for my daughter. Put that to one side. Peri peri, hot and small. Good. We've got one more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, the Facing Heaven chilies, which I've never heard of. I think the medium is slightly smoky. So what I'll do is I'll have a taste of all these. Normally you're supposed to obviously put boiling hot water on them and let them soften them up. But I'm going to have a quick taste of each just to make sure that they are in the right order. We do it in heat level. We're looking at something like that. We're going to ignore those, which are probably about there. What else do you get in the packet? You get instructions, which are good. Let's get started. Bottling your sauce. I did notice one problem about the bottling your sauce. If you're going to use, you have to boil everything before and afterwards. So when you boil your glass jar, say you've got a glass jar with a lid on it, you boil it for 10 minutes. And then you put your stuff in it, and then you boil it again for 10 minutes. But if you fill it all the way to the top of your liquid, the air at the top hasn't got anywhere to expand. It could blow the bottom off your bottle. I've seen that on YouTube videos, so no. So I didn't put that instruction in, but as I'm not using glass bottles, it doesn't matter. And it gives you some general instructions on what to use, what other ingredients, such as salt, sugar, onions, herbs, spices. And if you're doing a fruity one, mangoes, etc. And it's quite comprehensive, so that's good. What else we got? Our next most important thing, you will need some cider vinegar. Now you can obviously buy that in the shops, but they put it in so you don't have to bother, which is quite good because for what I'm doing, it's going to be all right. So that was handy. That was a good one. Got 5 of those, because you don't need them for all of them. One of them doesn't have it, and one of them's split, I think, so that's good. And then you've got all the periphery, such as labels, the happy couple. Oh, bless. You get some gloves in case you're allergic to chilies, which means it's probably not a good present for you. But just in case you are allergic to chilies, you can wear these. Or if you're milking a cow and don't want to touch its udder, equally good. They put, this made me laugh, they put a little sieve in case you have to sieve out all the little hard bits from your smooth sauce. Most people would have a sieve, and that's not actually that fine. But the fork counts. And what else we got? We finally got, which could be quite useful, and then something that's not useful at all. We got these little bags for when you take your chilli out. These ones, which those are sealed and those are not sealed. Those two. So they gave you some bags for when if you don't use them all, you put them in there and seal them up again. Why they didn't just put those two in bags, I'm not sure. And finally, the silliest thing of all. But it might be useful for doing your dog's ears if he's got a yeast infection again in them. They said to use this for if it's too hot or too mild. Just have a little dip. And there you go. You add more chilies if it's too mild. Anyway, waste of time. So that's good. We're all ready to rock and roll. What I'll do next is I'm going to have a taste of each of these chilies and just give myself a taste of how hot they are, so I can work out how much I'm going to put in. Also, I'm going to use my own chilies as well, fresh ones that I did last year that are in the freezer, which are red hot chilies from Thailand, and also we've got ones from where were they from? I think they were from Southeast Asia as well. Paper lanterns. We've got paper lanterns, which are often habaneros, and we got a sort of Thailand bird's eye thin chilies, cayenne type things. Anyway, there we go. Back shortly. Okay, I'm going to try a bit of these chilies from mild to hot. So we got the Amarillo one. We've got the Chipotle one. We got the Facing Heaven one. Now when I open that one, you can see that lots of seeds in it. As I want this in my mild, that is absolutely full of seeds. I want that in my mild one. I'm debating whether to actually put that in my mild one and just have those two in it. I might just put those two in it. Perhaps just a touch of this without the seeds. Blimey. They worse than the cayenne ones from, or the birdseed ones from Southeast Asia. Then we've got a peri peri, and we've got our habanero. Let's cut a little bit off that one. We should put in, there we go. I'll do it all, right, let's try the mild one first. Smoky. Bit chunky. That is very mild indeed. I think my wife would like that one. Right, Chipotle. Slightly more acidic. Same sort of thing. Nothing much of muchness. Right, let's try that without the seed. Well, that is very smoky, they were right. It's quite bitter actually. Facing Heaven chilies, they said it was smoky, quite bitter. Not getting heat off any of them. Well, that has a slight amount of heat. Probably the dry, it takes a while for your moisture to have effect. Actually, if we get rid of the seeds, they can go in my mild one. Right, let's try the peri peri. A slight after hit taste on the back of my throat. Nothing much to talk about. Right, peri peri. Definitely, you get it on the start of the tongue straight off. So that's the first of those three. Actually, they'd be all right with that. Yeah, not bad. the heat's building, so oh, actually that I got. Oh, that's quite good. Yeah, I like that one. That hot. This is going to be even hotter. He says, hopefully. I almost sick up then. Yeah, so that's definitely the hottest one. Cool. That's for a drink. Oh, never drink milk. Always drink cider. Good. So as expected, the habanero with the hottest. Now I'm also going to do one with my own chilies. I've frozen these in the bird's eye ones, or KM ones of Southeast Asia. And here's my paper lanterns, they're really hot ones. So I'll use that in mine. Right, good. We'll go from there. Now I need to get rid of all the seeds and moisten them all up in boiling water to soften them. Wow, you can see how many seeds out of these I got. So what I'm going to do is, rather than throw them away, I'm going to see if I can grow them next year, because I do my own growing. They're dry, they should come back. I'll put them in one of these little plastic bags that they gave me, which is good. Keep them on the side. As you can see, I thought there was too much peri for this hot one, so I've taken half away, put that in another plastic bag they gave me. Seal that up, so that's good. Yeah, and now put some boiling water on. I won't do the hot ones yet, so that's the second batch. Let's get them softened up before we chop them up. As Jack the Ripper once said, no, you never use boiling actually. I did it all raw. Good. I'll leave that for 5 minutes. And then we'll get to the next stage. Now you may wonder about the usual suspects in the background. Well, apart from the wine, the Riccar's Champion, and this little tot of strawberry jam that I can't help but drinking. Yeah, I've got 5 bottles of Stockwell's Smart Ketchup. Okay, so they're all soft now, ready to go in. The other ingredient, this is a fruity one. So I got my standard onion, which you must always put in. I'm not going to put any garlic or onion outside the normal one. No powdered onion or anything. And no tomato paste. There's going to be no ginger. There's going to be nothing else. It's just going to be simply the wine vinegar and the onion for sharpness, and the mango, maybe a bit of lemon depending on taste test, and 2 bananas to make it sweet. So that's the sweet, that's the not so sweet, then the heat. Let's see where we go. If I run out of fluid, I don't have enough, I'll just top it up with cider, because that's how I roll. We'll see. And then what happens at the end, if I taste test it, I might have to add some sugar in or more lemon. Let's see how we go. So let's put it all in the blender. And this is our ancient blender from about 20 years ago. It was broken the other day, but my wife, my gorgeous wife, fixed it. I do the cooking, she does the DIY. Right, okay, let's get rocking and rolling. Where's my scissors? Let's use the German ones. Okay, let's pop it all in. Right, so we've got the very mild chilies. We've got the chipotle medium chilies. Let's just put the sauce in. And we got those, whatever they were called, Southern Fire. Actually, that's a cricket team. Onions. And some vinegar. Looking good. And the mango. Oh, no, I might have to peel that first, which I can do with the bananas. I'm going to have to top this up with other fluid because it's not going to do 2 lots of tubs at this rate. It's 1 banana, 2 bananas. Oh, God. When you go black, you never go back. especially with either a banana that size. Good. Right, let me put that mango in and we'll be ready to rock and roll, and I'll work out the fluid levels. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? No, because who'd have thought that peeling a mango and getting the stone out would be so hard. I expected it to be, I've never used a mango before apart from this. I expected it to be more like a avocado where you just cut it in half and get the stone out with it. No, no, no. So anyway, I've got some in there, but I've had to add an extra banana. Right, let's dip some cider in. I think that'll be enough. Let's get ready to rumble. Who'd have thought a mango would have been so hard to do? Right. Ooh. Some while later. Right, let's see how it goes. Ooh. And don't forget the bit in the middle. Ooh, now what's the consistency like first? Let's have a look. I don't think I'll have enough for my bottles. No, I needed to do 5 times the quantity. Get a teaspoon out. How about some ketchup? Let's try. And I'll make really hot ones later. Oh, not bad. Obviously, it's not fully mixed up yet. Yeah, moderate. I think I need a couple more bananas. Oh, it's got a nice. Oh, yes, I like that. 2 more bananas. Now let's just stick them all. Yeah. But yeah, that's the right heat for a mild one. With these bananas, it'll knock it down a bit. But we don't need any more sweetness. We don't need any more acidity. It's just perfect. Right, what I'll do is I'll stick these on for 5 minutes and then we'll be back later. Okay, the sauce is ready. I've washed out my new serving bottle and the top. It will have to go in the microwave for 5 minutes with some water in to boil it thoroughly, and then obviously that will be tipped in. That's the rest of, I had to tip it out. I'm going to use that for the next one that I'm doing, so it's not going to go to waste. Let's see how it goes. You can hear the kettle boiling to, I've got to clean some more. Every time you use some equipment, I've got a funnel. I've got to clean my funnel first with boiling water, and then that's going in the microwave. So I will be, it's only me who's going to be eating it, so it doesn't really matter. But you've got to be fairly good for the old bacteria. Well, they say as you learn as you go along, and I certainly have today. I put one of those in the microwave to kill any bacteria with just on a low heat, just to kill anything. And it ended up as mini me. So that wasn't too good. But the lucky thing is, I've got too much for one thing and not enough for that 2. So that one can be for my best pal Andy. Well done, Andy. Looking forward to it, I bet. Who would have thought that pouring hot sauce was so hard to do? Oh, you should ask my wife on the wedding night. That didn't go well, did it, either? Anyway, let's see. Mini me. Let's see if the actual squirty side works well. Oh, yes, perfect. This is like one of those MRI scans. AMR, you know, the ones where you watch it and you get bored because you've got fuck all else to do on a Friday night because you've got no friends. So you watch that and feel good with yourself. MRI video. Ooh, one more squirt. Come on, Peter. Come on, Mr. North. Squirt you out. Yes. Ooh, blimey, I did that. Oh, I'm so strong. Ooh. And that was my left arm as well. The one I don't use for normally squirting hot stuff out. And there we go. Oh, that was a Chuck Yeager of my to infinity and beyond. Ooh, watch the glass. It never spills. Look, I lost the bottom. It was supposed to be on a tripod type thing. A glass sort of stem. I like that because you can't really, unless you do it really far, get a bit of momentum up. Yeah, you knock it and it just sort of like spills a bit at the top. It never loses, it doesn't go over. Yeah, there you go. That's more important than this. Right, good. Anyways, I knew that was a lemming. That's pretty damn good, isn't it? It reminds me of that volcano in Iceland. This is the hot one. We got our piri piri, which is sweating out nicely. We got our habaneros that float. They're like bobbing for apples. Can you imagine doing bobbing for apples with habaneros? That would be funny, especially with kids. And then you got my own. Oh, my good ones. I might just throw them in like that actually, with the stalks left on. We call it dill. It's going to get chopped up, isn't it? It's only a 5 a day, that green bit. We've got a lime, because I think it might need it. 1.5 onions this time. 2 lots of cider vinegar. And then to make it extra special, as if we roll around. I'm going to give it we've got the salt and ginger. I'm going to use more ginger because this is so old. It's lost some of its gingeriness. Garlic granules, and this is going to make it extra special. It's going to have a slight Indian bent, this hot sauce. And of course we're now up to a Ted Bundy style amount of, no, Jack the Ripper style leftovers. Yeah, blimey. I want to do 2 bottles out of this at least. I've got to get them in there first. But it's going to be quite tomato sauce based. So yeah, so I can use some of that before they go in. Ooh. Wish me luck. Well, this one worked out bloody good. It might be disaster. Well, I have to say, starting off my really, really hot one, is that I'm not a big fan of piri piri. They're so bitter. They've got no flesh to them. If you eat one of those, all right, it ends up hot, but when you've got some flesh to start off with, if they were fresh. Same with mine. You know, you've got some flesh to the actual thing. Those are just like, anyway, I'm glad I cut out half of them. Right, we're going to start off with the really hot one. So we're going to go for the onion, the habanero, piri piri, my own cooked ones, and my own grown ones. Got the tomato sauce, got to get rid of those into yet more sauce, and my curry powder. So let's get going. Right. Oh, and olive oil as well. Good. Just to make it slick. Right. Boy, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Right, let's put the onions in first. Whisper, got to eat that. Mum's has come in and given him some dry stuff with some water to make a gravy. But he's looking at all this and thinking, ooh, that looks good, Andy. Alright. Oh. Shall I put the actually in? I might leave them out actually. I don't like them. I'll put my own in instead. Good. And the olive oil. Ooh. And some tomato ketchup. Not too much, it's quite sweet. Oh. Not too much. Got to leave some for tomorrow. Right. Oh, hold on a second. Let me do my lime. Stop panting, Whisper. It's not that good. Now I could just squeeze this in. I could just drop it in. I'll just drop it in. Once it gets moved up, that'd be great. Okay, so there's some garlic granules. Okay, that's the one with the top still on. The fresh one. Some garlic granules, Mark II. Not too much. Good. Mind you, you can't have too much, we've got all them peppers behind. The ginger. You're good. Some salt. No pepper. Bit of sugar. And my small container. Good. White wine vinegar. I'm going to do 2 lots of this. And I'm going to see how sturdy it is before we might have to boil this one down. There's not enough solid constituents to make it a nice sauce, I don't think. And here's the special stuff. Mild tandoori powder. And especially the mild curry powder. Oh yes. Make it all Indian. Bit more. Come on. Ah, that would do. It's got a bit cloggy, as they say up north. Right. Let's get the lid and let's start rocking. It smells quite potent. Oh, it needs a bit more liquid. Where's my cider gone? Right. Right, let's stick the cider in. Ooh. Bubbly, bubbly. Don't you go flat on me, I'll be along singing a song. It's a bit of Simple Minds there. Right, here we go. That's better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. Yeah, looking good, but I haven't got enough. I need it up to here, but it'd be too weedy. Whisper, stop panting. It'd be too weedy then, so I've got to work out how to I might need to boil this down for a while, but then I won't have enough oil there. Decisions. Oh, let's just go for one bowl. Yeah, cool. It's hot after all. Okay, so I've had a bit. I've had a bit of a taste test, and the lime was too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tablespoonful of brown sugar, which makes the medicine go down. Just to counteract that. You can taste the lime, but it's just slightly too acidic with all the apple cider vinegar that's in there to keep it strong and healthy. And also, it's not mild curry enough. That's better. And finally, it actually wasn't that hot, so I'm just sticking all the rest of the peri thing. Yeah. Right, okay, let's just get rid of all the stuff that's left over. A bit more salt, maybe, just to counteract things. And make it up as you go along. Alright, good. Ding, 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 ding. Well, I don't think I quite got enough there to fill up that bottle plus the big bottle, so I thought I'd pack it out with some things I found in the fridge my wife had. I'll get rid of the seeds, get rid of everything, pop it in, blend it up. The good thing about sweet peppers or bell peppers in the USA is that they're quite moist, but they have got more bulk. Might need that one. Let's see how we go. Back soon. Looking good. The sound my Kenwood makes when you take the top off. Ooh, it's like a wind tunnel. Okay, we're almost there. 6 hours in, as they said on the Apollo lunar missions. When they had a curry, I got the hot one. It's in there, sitting there. It's like a venting off the top. Right, let's have a taste. Got me 2 wonky bottles. Well, 1 good bottle, 1 wonky bottle. Oh, 1 squeezy bottle, I should say. Let's have a taste. I hope this is really hot in the sun, or else I'll be disappointed. Oh, it's got a good consistency for a pourry bottle, because that's what you want. Yeah, that's perfect. I should take this up as a hobby. Alright, let's have a go. If I start sneezing or coughing, or hiccuping, actually, sneezes, no, I tell you, my nose runs first, then I hiccup. Let's see. Actually, it's got a good taste to start off with. I took out that lemon quite well with the extra sugar. It was too lemony otherwise, because I put the whole lemon in between the peel. It's not quite lemony. Well, actually, it's alright. It's got a sharpness and it's heat. Actually, it's not that hot. No! Maybe the lemon did it in. It's not enough for most people, I think. It won't blow your mind, though. Yeah, that lemon's still to the forefront, taste-wise. I quite like that, though. And my other one's banana. Actually, yeah, it's slightly on the back of throat now. Yeah, the other one's banana, which was sweet, and this one's lemony. I've suddenly come up with sweet and sour. Brilliant. The hiccups, it's not that bad. I've only had a teaspoon. Yeah, I think that was beginner's luck more than anything, but thanks to my daughter, who can't be named because of the internet, she did a cracking job for Dad's all present. Brilliant. Let's put that on before it starts walking off to Mordor. Good. Okay, so let's summarise this chilli making that from the packet that my daughter bought. It's pretty good, actually. Obviously, improvised incredibly, and through luck or judgment, apart from not being able to sterilise plastic Heinz Tesco's tomato sauce bottles correctly because they're so thin, it turned out quite well. The thing is, you can't actually guess which is the mild one. That's the mild one, and that's the hot one. And look exactly the same. When I put banana and mango in the mild one, I didn't use too much tomato. I thought, ooh, yeah, it'd be a lot lighter, like almost yellow. But due to the actual chilies, it made it really red. And I put tomato paste in that one, plus ginger, plus Indian spices such as chili powder and tandoori pepper. And so, but they turned out pretty similar. It's slightly darker. But taste-wise, completely different. That one's quite hot. Not that hot, actually. I thought it'd be hotter after I did it, but it's just the right amount of heat for something. I got this just to put in the freezer because I had too much left over. That one is very fruity, with a slight aftertaste. Because I put so many bananas in it, it tastes of bananas. You can't taste the mango at all. You can't taste much else apart from that. Plus a slight heat at the end. So I'm not quite sure what you'd use that with. You couldn't use it with something you normally put hot sauce on. Maybe dipping apples into it, or slices of apple on a Sunday afternoon would be quite good. You know, you dip your fruit in and you get a bit of a banana hot sauce. That one, no, that'll do with anything. It's not that hot. Just mix it with any sort of meat. You'll be sorted. Oh, vegetarian meal, like a potato. Good. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I think it might have been beginner's luck, especially as I've been drinking a few ciders, as always. The main issue wasn't actually the heat quantity. It was trying to get the consistency right. As you know, with that one, I had to put extra bell peppers in to fluff it out, whereas with that one, with the bananas, that made it thick. So bananas made it thick, I had to put bell peppers in. So if you read one of these instructions, always have a few bell peppers to hand, or a banana if you're doing a banana one, which nobody ever has. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. If I do my finger test, oh, That is really, really good. Yeah, it's very good. That'd be very good as a compliment to anything. Whew. Doesn't make your nose run though. No hiccups or burps or anything, so that's good. Yeah, it's one for people like medium curries. That was one for people like mild curries. A hot one, well, maybe that's next on my list. For when you get hiccups and have to go to the freezer for some ice cream or a bit of cheese just put underneath your tongue. Anyway, thanks Holly. Best Christmas present ever. She's coming over tonight, I think. She doesn't like hot spicy stuff. Oh, she can a little bit on her popcorn or her jumbo hot dog.